Coach Todd Garvey, you told me last week that if your team played well, you could go up there and get 3 wins. If they didn't, you might get 3 losses. I guess you thought it went pretty well.
Yeah, I think we played very well all weekend. I mean, from start to finish, we were consistent. I think that's the biggest thing I was looking for is the consistency and us kind of taking care of the things that we could control. And I thought our focus and preparation and energy, passion, bench cheering, everything like that was as good as it could have gotten. And, we really played pretty consistently and well throughout the whole weekend, which is awesome to see against 3 really good teams.
So you mentioned the 3 good teams swept every match, and then obviously you end beating Indiana on their court. What's it kind of do just to set the tone for the rest of the season for your squad?
I think it's a big confidence builder. I think it kind of proves to our team how good we can be. I mean, we've only been practicing for 2 weeks, and we're playing at a pretty high level already, but I still think there's so much more we can get better at, so that's a good thing. Like, I think the sky's the limit for this team, but I definitely love the way we went up there and competed and, didn't back down playing against a big opponent in their gym. It's a huge win for the program, and it was a total team effort, so that was good to see.
Your team has a mix of returners and newcomers, so just in that first weekend, who really stood out for you?
To be honest, everybody. It's hard to single out one person. Like, our serve receive was really, really good, which allowed our offense to be good. Claire did a great job spreading the ball around and getting everybody involved offensively. It's nice to have so many different weapons so they can't key on one person. Lena obviously had an unbelievable weekend, hitting over 400 for the weekend. That's not easy to do as a right side, but she did. And then our defense was great. Zoe and Katie blocked well. Our back row defense was all over the place, including our Libero, Erin Carmichael, who I thought really shined.
You mentioned Carmichael. You've got a 4th-year Libero on your back row. Just talk about her a little bit.
She's grown each and every year she's been here. I think that she's kind of like the backbone of our team. Sometimes she doesn't get the credit that she deserves, but she's been steady on serve receive since she got here. Her defense has been getting better and better every year. She's getting more aggressive and expanding her range and has done an awesome job. So it's awesome to see her go up and play so well in her home state, along with Brooklyn Shifley and Courtney. All 3 of them played awesome, which was fun to see.
This weekend, you go to Clemson. You're going to have, obviously, the Tigers. You're going to have Gardner-Webb and then the Citadel. Just talk about those teams and what your expectations are kind of for week 2.
Yeah, so we're just starting to kind of scout those teams today, so I'll know a lot more later in the week. But I know the Citadel has a really strong program, good team. Gardner-Webb we played last year, and I think they have most of the returners coming back, so they should be a little bit better than they were last year. And then Clemson is obviously another Power 5 school who we're looking forward to playing, and it'll be in their gym as well, so I'm glad we were able to handle the atmosphere at Indiana and kind of looking to see if we can do the same thing this weekend at Clemson.
All right, well, good luck.
Thanks.
Here with senior Libero, Erin Carmichael. Last week was a big weekend for the Gamecocks. Just kind of talk about starting out the season 3-0.
Yeah, so it's been awesome. The past week during practice, I feel like we started with that focus. And then throughout the 3 games that we did play this weekend, for every point, we were like, focus, 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 no matter if we got the point or not. And a lot of it was like a lot of the support from like 3 of the Indiana players' families and friends and all that. So that was very helpful throughout the 3 games.
So you're from Indiana. I know you had a large group of friends and family there. What's that kind of like, just playing back home, and then obviously, you get to go up there, play at Indiana, and actually beat the Hoosiers? What's that kind of all like for you?
Honestly, I'm like still on a high from it. I feel like my adrenaline, like throughout at the end of the game, like my adrenaline was like through the roof still for like the next like 2 hours. But it's just very nice. Like all the support, like all of our friends and family give us is like very, very sweet and very nice. Like I honestly like my part, like I played for them, like for the most part, because I know my uncle from New York came, and I wanted to really show him like how we play and like our team chemistry and all that. So it was super fun.
All right, so this is your 4th year as a starter on the back row at Libero. You've got almost half your team is new this year. What's the transition been from when you started and you were the newcomer to now you're basically a senior leader on that squad?
I would say definitely my confidence. Like I know my confidence my freshman year and sophomore year could have been better, but throughout the 4 years, like I know like I really wanted to be like a leader for the freshmen and also like some of the sophomores. So yeah, it's just like ball doesn't drop mentality, and that's what I'm trying to get everyone to do. So yeah.
Okay, as Libero, Coach mentioned you guys were going to start getting into film later this week. I know obviously you have to pay attention to what the other team's going to run offensively, but for you specifically, do you watch them as much, or is it more focusing on your front line to see where you need to be?
I would say it's more on like what we need to take. So I know like the front row has to take like 116, 15 seam. I really just try to focus on that, but at the end of the day, it's all about just focusing, like not trying to think too much about it and just playing your heart out, and that's what hopefully we'll do this weekend for every game.
What are your expectations for this weekend going to Clemson?
I would say one game at a time. You know, we never really expect that outcome at the end of the day, but all we can do is really focus on each point and just taking that one game at a time.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you so much.